Hello and welcome to Peter Barakan. I can't claim to be a game enthusiast. I used to come to these places once in a while, but looking at this place, as you can see, is right in the middle of a residential area. The neighbourhood in the western suburbs of the city. You'll find game machines just about everywhere.
Customers these days are families looking for entertainment.
But step off the main streets and you'll find yourself in a totally different world.
Quite honestly, I've walked up and down that main road, I don't know how many times. I would never even have noticed this. I was expecting something a little bigger than this. Wow, you probably only get about one person in there. So...
Inside is an underground game arcade.
The atmosphere is completely different.
Packed with all kinds of entertainment. Evolved from places where you simply play games into places where you show off your skill at playing games. The unique atmosphere, rich in diversity.
Definitely a bit naughty, because the kids there were always up to something.
It's a little unusual that come a sort of tourist attraction. Why is that?
Well, people who come here are mostly children from the cities.
Real rascals. If you lost a game, you lost your stuff. Spinning tops and so on.
Which is actually quite a popular thing to do here.
It was like gambling.
There's a lot of fighting as well.
Oh yes, lots of fighting. This is a fighting game, and you can take on opponents.
Fighting games are hand-to-hand combat contests between on-screen characters. A player can tackle another human player.
That's a pretty violent game, isn't it? Do you feel that you're engaged in a fight when you're doing it?
Yes.
How difficult was it to create this?
Research was the most difficult part.
The schools tried to stop it,
But we did it overnight, as fast as we could. No one had a chance to stop us, so we got away with it.
we just want to contribute to the community.
Underground
Arcades like this encourage interaction. They create opportunities to interact with each other. In other words, venue for socializing. So, for example, all about fun and communication. A place for some entertainment, for smiling faces, for thrills and surprises.
an increasingly important function of underground spaces.
The lights were fairly dim, and people that you saw in there seemed to have probably an altogether very wholesome sort of experience.
What role do these play in the daily lives of students?
In places like this, you can strike up conversations. You can learn about different people and their lives.
We might not share a language, but we can understand each other.
And the thought of a big win, it's such a thrill.
Professional gamers have emerged, some earning more than 100 million yen a year.
Pretty girls. It's a real getaway from the everyday routine.
I think that was why people thought it was good.
Unless you were looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice it in the first place. I guess you have to be interested in these kind of places to find it in the first place, yeah? It seems to me that these days the internet is the thing that everybody goes to do just about anything, including games. I mean, there's a lot of online gaming as well. But it seems to be that, I mean, the fact that there's this means that people actually choose not to stay home, and they'll come out, although they probably have a game machine at home as well, but they'll actually come out to and play games.
Visiting this spot gives you a unique feeling of immediacy, of being there in person, where everyone is having a good time. You feel that you're a part of everything that's going on. A great place to blow off stress. I think that's why everyone is still around these days.
Continuing to appeal to people of all ages and always offering new ways to have fun.